we're going to get you going on your floor plan. So I've opened up a page in Illustrator, and you'll actually see that this is an A3 sheet, and you can always double check by see this little symbol here, the artboard tool. So it's A3, and I've got it on portrait because by the time you put elevation and dimensions, this type of orientation will work best. You're going to work in a scale of 1 to 100, which means every 1 centimetre you draw is going to equal a metre. So I've very quickly drawn, a little bit like what you've done on the floor plan, I've actually drawn this up over here. And our next step is to actually lock this down. So I can actually click on this, but I actually can't move it because what I've actually done is I went to Object. I'll just unlock it all for the moment. Oh, we've got something else in there now. So if I just grab this, can you second select it? But Object, Lock, and Selection. Now that won't move for me, so now I can draw on top of it when I'm actually working at my circles. So pretty much using the ellipse tool, holding down the shift key so you get a nice circle. I think you've got something like this. Then how about we copy and paste it? Let's make another one. So that's going to perhaps go somewhere like this. Okay, and then copy paste. And we can put another one perhaps here like that. So you can sort of arrange those. What I might do so that they look different to my red drawing, I might just go and choose blue just so that I can actually see it and it looks different. And now I'm going to place this on here, and straight away I can tell, actually see I've got my fill on, I'm actually going to take the fill off. Alright, so straight away I can see that perhaps the design is too big, so I'm going to do this. You might zoom in. This one here I might sit here like this. Again, it looks a bit big, but that's okay. This little one here is going to go here. I think that can actually be bigger. And let's make that one the same size as well. So copy and paste. So this one is going to go here. And you can make all those changes yourself. Now we want to join these. I think one of the easiest ways to join them is actually by putting another circle in there. So in other words, what we can do, if I just show you, we can actually put like grab another circle, and you can put this in here like this, right? Okay. And then what we can do is we can actually cut away all of that circle, so you're just left with that beautiful bit of an arc, and then you can chop away these. That's one way to do it, but I'm wondering how you're going to feel about that. So what we might do is just delete that for the moment, zoom in again. And what I want to do is lock these down as well, because they're going to get in the way of what I'd like to do. All right, are we ready? Now, using the curving tool, you can actually sort of follow it like this, and then you can actually bring in any sort of curve that you would like. So there we go, I've got one. And if your drawing is a bit sort of, I don't know, a little bit jagged or a little bit rough, can you see this tool here? If I click on that and choose the smooth tool, oops, it's deselected, choose the smooth tool, look at this. I can actually smooth that and make it better. All right, so let's go over here now and let's do, whoops, using this tool, let's do this one. So again, you're the architect, so you might just want something gentle like that. Turn it off. Again, maybe starting here. You might like something a little bit more gentle or a little bit more severe, and then turn it off. Now this one here's a great example. If I zoom in, you see it's a bit rough, especially that part there. Using my smooth tool, look at that, can really make it just right. Then using this arrow tool, the direct selection tool, you can grab this little one here and put it back on. Oh, so I know you've got to really zoom in. You can actually put it back on the line, like so. Still a little bit messy. Just refine that a bit. Okay, so you've got one left to do. So again, you're the architect, so you can decide how severe or how strong or how smooth you want that one to be. All right, I'm just going to leave that. So again, that looks a bit funny there, doesn't it? But like I said, you can grab this and you can sort of smooth it out like so. All right, look at that. Now we need to create some holes here. I'm just going to zoom in on one. Now, see this, my pen tool, it's got a menu. See the add anchor points? That's the one we want to use. So I'm going to sneak up to here, and probably best to zoom in. Sneak on up. Oops, sorry. Okay, what I need to now do, it wasn't going to work because I need to unlock. So object, unlock all, zoom out, grab my red one again, and lock that back down. All right, let's zoom in. So now these guys here are deselected. So I've got that selected, and I'm going to pop another anchor point here, and I'm going to put an anchor point here. Okay, use the direct selection tool, delete. Look at that. You can zoom in then, and you can just pop one in that's just perfect there, and then you can hit delete and delete. Look at that. Now that's not quite properly joined, but we can join that later by using an option in the menu. All right, and so the same thing to this one. Let's zoom in and let's see this. So again, I can put one right about maybe there, and here, delete. And then I can grab this little fella and join them up. Let's zoom out. So Penny, hopefully this is making sense on how you can actually do this. So here's the same thing again. So we can actually pop in one here, we can pop in one here. And then I can hit delete. All right, let's move up to here. Pop in one here, pop in one here. Then I can hit here and hit delete. Okay, and only a little bit more to go. One here and one here. And then I can hit delete. So you now know how to zoom in and finish these little guys off, don't you? So let's just pretend now that that is pretty much finished. Let's go over here and look at what else you've got going on. So you've got these gorgeous little tile patterns here, haven't you? So what you might like to do now is we could grab all of this one more time, make it just that teeny bit smaller, okay? Maybe then just putting it over like so and like so. I like how you've got a line that comes here. So how about now we go object, unlock all, and how about you grab this, all right, and bring this down, okay, beautiful. And then you could actually, using your pen tool, finish it off. So it's one shape. There we go. Then what you might like to do is create your little tiny patterns. Zooming in can be a lot of fun to do these patterns. So if I just sort of need some of your pattern there to look at, so possibly what you could actually do is just doing a series of tiny little rectangles like this. You could then copy and paste them. Then you can go object, rotate, maybe 90 degrees, and you can start placing. And I think zooming in would be the best thing for this as well. So otherwise you're going to do what I do and accidentally, let's do another one, do another one, maybe this one, if we zoom in on it, you can make it half. Okay, and maybe this one can go here, copy paste, object, transform, rotate, 90, and so you can start to build that gorgeous little pattern that you've got going on here. All right, Penny, if you can get to this stage, it would be really good, because then what we can do is I can show you how to do your elevation and how to dimension it. But just, I'm going to do, before I finish up here, just one more time, I'm going to show you how you can make these really neat. See these bits? So it's selecting it, zooming in, still got it selected, going over to the pen tool, grabbing the anchor point, and you can actually put in another anchor point. And let's put in one here as well. So by putting in these anchor points, you can delete the bits that you don't need anymore. All right, and even here you might get brave and put in another one, maybe here, just chopping like so until you can actually join them up. I think we can even put another one in here, like so. All right, so it's about being able to chop those ones back. Once you've done that, it's pretty easy. All you do is you, whoops, might have to lock that down again. So when things move on you, you can lock them down. Once they're all joined like this, all that hard work you do, you go to object and you go to path and you go to join. And when you do that, you'll have the one shape. All right, Penny, I hope this gets you going.